All right, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at an individual limit. Now, over here, I have written two limits that we know to be true. If you're in a Calc 1 class, probably early on in your working limits, you have taken and proven that these two things are true. We've got the limit as x approaches 0 of sine x over x. We know that to be 1. You can do a proof to show that. Same thing with the limit as x approaches 0 of a cosine x minus 1 all over x. You can go through a proof and justify that that is equal to 0. All right, usually once that those have been established and you have done through used those proofs, then you're allowed then to use those in your calculations of other limits. All right, now we know that we can do algebra manipulation to limits. That's a very good technique. We can try to factor, we can multiply through by things to help manipulate the limit to solve it. What you have to catch on this one is I'm going to have a cosine x minus 1 sitting right there in that numerator. Well, that's part of what I need right here. So if I choose to multiply through by a 1 over x, that's going to give me an x in the denominator. So what I'm going to do here, just to show that algebra step a little bit more clearly, I'm going to take the limit as x approaches 0. I'm going to write that numerator with its own set of parentheses. So cosine x minus 1. And then I'm going to take that sine x there in the bottom and put a set of parentheses around that. Okay, now I can do my algebra step, taking that numerator. If I multiplied that numerator by a 1 over x, then I'm going to get cosine x minus 1 all over x, which is what I want so that I can work this out. All right, if I multiply the top by 1 over x, I also have to multiply the bottom by 1 over x. Okay, so at that point then, I'm going to create a complex rational expression. All right, I'm going to have the limit as x approaches 0. In the numerator, I'm going to have that cosine x minus 1 all over x, and then all over sine x over x. So I've created a complex fraction right there. Now, really maybe to make this a little bit more clear, we could put some brackets in there. Now we've got properties of limits that says if I'm dividing this, I can take the limit of the top and the limit of the bottom. So let's write that step out. Let's write the limit as x approaches 0. We'll have cosine x minus 1 all over x in our numerator. And then in our denominator, we'll have the limit as x approaches 0 of our sine x over x. Okay, so that gave us both of these. All right, already proved we know what those are. So then I'm going to have a 0 on top. I'm going to have a 1 on the bottom. 0 divided by 1 is 0. All right, so a justification on working that out. So pretty common Calc 1 limit, but definitely it relies on having these memorized and having proved those to justify that earlier on in the course, and then catching the algebra trick that you're going to need to be able to manipulate it to get to use those. Definitely thanks for watching. If the videos are helping, please share with your friends so that they can benefit too, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.